is the Writer's Almanac for Tuesday, the 22nd of February, 2022. It is the birthday of George Washington, Westmoreland County, Virginia, 1732, whose favorite foods were mashed sweet potatoes with coconut, string beans with mushrooms, cream of peanut soup, salt cod, and pineapples. He lost all of his teeth except for one by cracking Brazil nuts between his teeth and got dentures made out of a hippopotamus tusk and was constantly in pain, which he alleviated with the use of opium. It's the birthday of the philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer, born in Danzig, now Gdansk, Poland, 1788. Family was Dutch. His father was a successful merchant and ship owner. His mother, a writer and a friend of Goethe. The family moved to Hamburg, and the boy apprenticed in the family business, but when he was 17, his father died, and Schopenhauer left the business to study philosophy at the University of Berlin. Schopenhauer, who believed that human reason is limited, that the universe is essentially unknowable, that happiness is an illusion, our desires can never truly be satisfied, and the only way to attain peace is by keeping low expectations. He believed that the nature of life is suffering, so happiness is simply freedom from suffering. He also believed that women were childish and meant to obey. Schopenhauer never married. It's the birthday of Edna St. Vincent Millay, born in Rockland, Maine, 1892. She was in high school when she read her poem Renascence at a poetry reading, and a woman in the audience was so impressed that she paid Edna's way to go to Vassar College, a poem that begins, "The world stands out on either side, no wider than the heart is wide. Above the world is stretched the sky, no higher than the soul is high." It was on this day in 1878 Frank Woolworth opened the first of his 5-cent stores in Utica, New York. The store went under by May of that year, and he tried again the next year, this time in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and included some merchandise priced at a dime, so it came to be called the dime store. It was different from traditional stores in that the merchandise was out there on tables where shoppers could pick it up and look at it. It was not hidden in a back room behind a counter. And it was on this date in 1632 Galileo published his book Dialogue Concerning the Two Chief World Systems, in which, as gently as possible, he argued against the belief of the Church that the earth was not the center of the universe, and that in fact the sun is the center of the solar system and the earth is circling around it. The book was placed on the Church's Index of Forbidden Books the following year. Galileo was tried, convicted of heresy, and spent the rest of his life under house arrest. Here's a poem for today by Ed Ochester entitled "Among His Effects We Found a Photograph." My mother is beautiful as a flapper. She is so in love that she has been gazing secretly at my father for 40 years. He's in uniform with puttees and swagger stick, a tiny cork mustache bobbing above a shoreline of teeth. They are poor but happy. In his hand is a lost book he had memorized with 1,000 clear answers to everything. A poem by Ed Ochester. Among his effects we found a photograph. From Unreconstructed Poems Selected and New, published by Autumn House Press and used by permission. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.